as we alluded to last week, the C drive on or the hard drive on the computer went, which I had uploaded all our video footage on the C drive, which is part of that.
And probably a good 90% of our pictures.
So when we took it into the Geek Squad at Best Buy, which is where I bought the computer, they were not able to retrieve any of that. So they said they could send it away, but it was going to cost us $300 for a maybe. I'm not willing to spend $300 on a maybe.
Down the road, yeah, well, we kept the hard drive. We replaced it. We kept the old one just in case somebody down the road might be able to retrieve it.
Well, there was a friend of my daughter's. He rescued all my stuff from my last laptop that died. It wouldn't even turn on. So maybe I'll have a chat with them and see if they can bring it up.
Hopefully down the road.
Down the road. Anyways, can't do that right now. So we're basically talking to you in real time. Want to just kind of talk about Dawson Creek? I was able, between our phones and some other pieces of video or pictures, I was able to retrieve some of our memories from Dawson Creek. So we just want to share those with you on this video. So stay tuned for that. Dawson Creek, we stayed at
an old buddy of mine that I went to school with and grew up with in Fort Nelson. He's living with his wife and family in Dawson Creek now. And Kevin and Sherry, hi, thanks for everything. It was a fun time. They've got a farm just on the north end of town, and it's perfect.
Yeah. They got
160 acres, I believe they've got, so
yeah.
It was nice.
It was great to let Wrigley just run off leash, and although I kept looking over my shoulder for bears and critters and other things.
Oh yeah, well, they have a few dogs there, so it was good to give Wrigley some company and run around with.
Yeah, and Baxter took good care of us when we went for a walk in the field. He's like, hey, you shouldn't go there.
And Baxter, the big St. Bernard, I think he's about a year old, and he's probably 150 pounds of pure loving. He's just a big old, beautiful dog.
He was sweet. He was super sweet. Dog. Yeah. What makes Dawson Creek tick?
Well, the main draw.
Sorry.
The main draw for Dawson Creek is that it is mile zero on the Alaska Highway, formerly the Alcan Highway, and there's a few pictures in here. A couple of them are of the tourist site for the mile zero signpost, and there is one that I got of the original signpost, which is actually about a quarter mile away from where the touristy one is.
Tick is in terms of what industries are there. So
well, it's oil and gas.
Oil and gas.
Huge oil and gas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and something else about Dawson Creek. They don't change their clocks in the spring and in the fall.
No, they do not.
They just stay on one time. And that's pretty much about it. So my thoughts on Dawson Creek, it's a cute little town.
Well, I have different feelings. I grew up in Fort Nelson, so Dawson Creek and Fort St. John were two of our rivals.
You're talking hockey now.
Yeah, well, in sports in general. It's a nice place. I've got lots of friends there, so I don't mind going there.
So while we were there, we went and saw a hockey game.
Yeah, a buddy of mine that we stayed with, Kevin. He is actually one of the assistant coaches of the Junior B Dawson Creek Kodiaks, the junior hockey team there in town, and it was a good time. It was fun. He has a couple of the players that stay with him as billets, and yeah, it was nice to be back in that atmosphere.
Yeah. So we had a good time in Dawson Creek, and sorry, this is a shortened version or the revised version of what we really wanted to bring to you, and that's all we wanted to talk to you about this week.
Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And ring that bell for notifications.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
So what makes Dawson Creek what makes Dawson Creek tick?
Well, the main draw.
Sorry.
The main draw for Dawson